6:44 in the morning, as you can see, and we're out looking for a breakfast place. But here in Laguna, they don't open until 8:30, 9 o'clock. So we got to pay hotel prices for breakfast. The first hotel we stayed in, and we didn't get breakfast as part of the room rate. It's about 55 degrees. Looks like the rain chances are very slim today, which is nice. Thursday's looking pretty good for hard rain. One thing I don't like about Spain is how they do coffee. A long coffee filled that little bitty cup up halfway, so I just added an espresso to it. But it's one thing that if I could change Spain, it would be that. So we're in Navarette. Took a taxi here. It's about 8 miles, and left my watch in the room. Typical little small village. So we're hoping the hotel finds it and sticks it in our luggage to be transferred later. So we're outside of Navarette, and hotel did not find my watch. So hopefully it's in the suitcase. But we learned something this morning. The weather is 55, 58 degrees. You can check the wind, however, as you can see right here. It's pretty windy. We should have checked the wind. So that's a little advice for anybody else. Check the wind. So started sprinkling on us this morning, so we put our ponchos on. Okay, Janet bought hers a couple days ago. I've had mine for a while. Mine's a frog tog, which is the cheapest you can buy. Cut it off, sort of pull it a little bit. It's not so long. But the sun just came out, and we're hoping there's a little bitty rain cloud on us over to the left there, as you can see. So hopefully we're going to the right, where it's not so rainy. So here we are next to the A12, which is a freeway, autopista. In some places there's tolls. Not all of the Camino is quiet and solitude, for sure. So we've left Navarre and gotten to La Rioja area, which is famous for grapes, which you can see here. These dudes are close to being harvested. Vineyards everywhere.
Everywhere. They're
Say
everywhere.
hello.
Hi.
You say it.
Look at our ponchos blowing in the wind.
Pure pilgrims now. We got ponchos on. So it's not raining, but it's windy, and we didn't prepare.
Very windy.
We didn't prepare for the wind, so off we
now
go.
we are.
It's a little short climb up this hill, and this shell. A little view of the countryside we've just come from. In Mendoza, we met Carl, who's done a number of these Caminos from Amsterdam. Interesting guy. He is a diver who inspects ships coming into Belgium and the Netherlands, and they attach drugs to the bottom of the ship, and then when the ship gets close they take the drugs off. His team finds those drugs and destroys them. Interesting guy. So we have learned that these grapes are late harvest grapes for late harvest sweet wines and dinner wines, and this is a little truck full of grapes. We don't know how they're picked, whether they're picked by hand or whether they're picked by a machine. Okay, we solved the question. There are people picking the grapes. And so we see so many bunches of grapes on the ground that we think that the people look at those bunches of grapes and throw them away because they're not ripe or not good or something. But here we have the machine. There's the hopper full of grapes. They go into the truck.
are Lucy and Ethel when you need them.
Hey, as you see, it is, I don't know what it's going to sound like, but it is really windy. And we certainly did not take that into account today. We will the rest of the trip, however. Thank goodness it's not raining. What, dear?
It's windy.
We're entering Najera, about 10 miles. Mostly roads like this. One little bitty hill, so we rate this about a 3 to get here.
Because of the surface of the road.
The surface of the roads, and there was one little hill in the middle. This place is known for a bunch of cave dwellings, obviously. It's like Sedona, Arizona, actually, sort of. And the cathedral started out in a cave. In Najera, there's this giant monastery. And built in the 11th century on. This altar piece was Baroque, and the original one was taken out because it wasn't enough gold in it, I guess. So in 1044, the legend goes that the local king came in here and saw the Virgin Mary inside this cave. And so after that, they began building the church. So the interesting thing is that in the 1500s, the monks were thrown out, and it was used for all kinds of stuff. It was a bull ring. This part here was a bull ring. They used it during the Spanish Civil War in the 1800s, and so it was, there we go. Oh, they're restoring slowly but surely. So this is a 360 of Najera. This river. You can see those caves way off in the distance there on the side of those hills. There's an old castle up on top, which we're not going to go to. We've got to climb up that hill. We met Brian, our sheep herder guy, here in Najera. Spent some time with him. He's a nice fella from New Zealand. So as you come across the bridge, look to the left, and that bar Najera down there. Great place if you can get there. We had paella, and then we had spaghetti bolognese. They don't have a big menu. Really nice folks though.